Hi, good morning, Ma'am Jedaline Umal. I am Jehane Uban from BSed English 1A, and today I'm going to summarize what I have learned from our whole semester. But before that, I would like to say thank you to you, Ma'am Jedaline, because from the very start, you really gave us a motivation, inspiration, and you're such a big impact to us as a future educator. And I admit that in our first class, I'm not that confident. Then suddenly you really increase my self-efficacy. So now let us officially start. Be ready. So honestly, I've learned a lot in our subject, but I would like to explain and state just the most memorable to me, indelible lessons. In our first discussion, we tackled about language because our subject is about introduction to linguistics, and it's connected and belong language, its nature and theory. So language is a main method of communication consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. And in sign language, I have learned also that anything stands for something else is called sign. And sign is very important to us in our daily life because if we didn't know about different signs, we might encounter misunderstanding, misconception, and deceived by other people. For example, you enter in a certain area, then you are not aware of what kind of road they have. So you enter in that area, and without knowing that in that area is a one-way road, then it's too late for you to turn back. Then you got a violation of one-way road. And according to Ferdinand de Saussure, a father of semiology, a sign is any cultural symbol that conveys a meaning. And a sign is made up of two elements, the signifier and the signified. So, let us first discuss about the signifier. The signifier is the word sound or the picture. It is the one who signified or signifies someone or something. And the signified, it is the concept of the idea of the signifier. For example, the word tree, as in letter T, R, and double E. Then the word tree is the one who signifies the picture of a tree. A tree. Yes. So the tree is called signified because it is the concept of the idea of signifier. Well, aside from that two lessons I have learned, places of articulation got my attention too. So, places of articulation is about how would you produce pronouns, letters, and words. So, these are the 7 places of articulation. Bilabials, labiodentals, dental, alveolar ridge, palatal, velar, and glottal. So, from those 7 places of articulation, I will just explain 2 of them, the bilabials and labiodentals, because these 2 is very interesting. So, let us first discuss about the bilabials. Bilabials, these are the words formed using both lips. The initial sounds of these words, purse, box, and mud, are all bilabials. So, they are represented by the symbols P, which is voiceless, and M and B are voiced. So, the W sound found out of the beginning of way, walk, and world is all bilabials because your upper and lower lips are combined together. The second one is the labiodentals. Labiodentals, these are the sounds formed with the upper teeth and the lower lips. The initial sounds of these words fight, vows, suffocate is labiodentals. They are all represented by the symbols F and V. Additional, photos. Photos spelled out by PHOTOS, which is sometimes we will think that the pronunciation is photos, but not. This is pronounced by photos. And that's all for the places of articulation. Now let's move on to the monitor hypothesis. So, monitor hypothesis, this is the monitoring function, is the practical result of the learned grammar. The learner is consciously learning the grammar rules and functions of a language rather than its meaning. So, using monitor, there are monitor over users, monitor under users, and monitor optimal users. So, let's start from monitor over users. Monitor over users. Monitor over users, these language learners are too concerned and focused on correctness that they can speak with any real fluency. They do really know about the rules and function of the English language, but they cannot communicate directly in speech because they are wondering, they are concerning about the grammar they will use, and they are afraid to commit mistakes. Monitor under users. This is the users where they can speak fluently without concerning any error from their utterance because they were unconscious with the language they are using. And the last one, the monitor optimal users. These users are able to suit their knowledge in the different situations. They were able to balance between self-correction and fluency, so they can communicate with others without any confusion.